We're recording. Okay, it's on. It's my little Bluetoothy thingy. Old dog, new tricks, that sort of thing. So, welcome to Work in Progress Wednesday. It almost got away from me here. I'm going to talk about the progress of casting. Very exciting and very stressful. And the only thing that I have to bring to this discussion for y'all is being an actor who is casting a show she's directing. Because I think that's unique. Maybe not so much anymore, but it's, most people hear about how it is to cast a show from casting directors. Oh my God, that's hot. Or directors. So what I can say about casting a show as an actor is it is very illuminating to be on the other side of the table, as they say. It gives me a real appreciation for those who have to cast a show because you realize it's not personal. You think you can go in there as an actor and you should have been funnier or sadder or prettier or taller or slower or faster or more reserved or more outgoing. And no, a lot of times it comes down to, well, they look good together, or she has red hair too, like our star, so we can't hire her, that sort of thing. That's what I tell myself anyway. And also as an actor, as an actor casting people, it is very humbling to have them come in and be as nervous as I feel going into a show. So I try and do my best, and anybody who's helping me, we try to do our best to set y'all at ease, because it's a weird situation, right? Think of any other job. I guess, landscapers come out and give you an estimate on a job, but, they're not like, oh my God, I hope they like me. It's just, hey, this is my price, this is what I'll do. Do it. Wouldn't it be great? How nice if acting was like that. Of course, I underbid everybody. So, casting a show, especially up here, some might think it's harder because we don't have quite the pool that being down in LA has. But I'll tell you something, all right? I have used the casting services like on Actors Access or Now Casting through the websites to put out my submissions. This is what I'm looking for. These are the dates. Send in your headshot and resume. And I will get a ton. I will get many, many, many people who seem interested in the show that I'm doing. And in the next couple of weeks before we actually have the audition, I can't get a hold of them. They drop out. They don't show up, actually, at their allotted time. And so it makes me very, very wary of casting outside this valley anymore at all. So there you have it. And speaking of the talent inside this valley, I have cast friends of mine who are super talented. And you understand why casting directors or directors do that, because you can count on them. You're like, why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you hire somebody you know will get the job done? You do. I have hired people from this valley who I don't know who are super experienced and have been a godsend to any production. And I've cast people who are like coming back to it. They've only done a couple of shows. And I have been pleased each and every time. I think a good mantra to get into when you're doing a show, instead of saying, I haven't found my Jonathan, or I can't find my Cecily, they haven't come to me yet, right? They're out there. The right person for the job is out there. I just haven't met them yet. I have gone into rehearsals not having completely cast a show before. And you could panic, all the way to opening night. You could panic about things that aren't going right. Or you could just know that it's going to work out and that people are out there waiting to be found by you and you them, and they will be right for the part. You just haven't found them yet. So, and something else that I'm thinking about is I have cast great shows, in my humble opinion. I have cast shows that are well known and thought of. I've cast shows that nobody's ever heard of before. And I realize the casting process starts way in advance because you need to build interest, especially if it's a show that no one's ever heard of. I'm going to be casting The Real Housewives of Troy. So far, it's got kind of a catchy name, and I think it's got a real hook. Real Housewives of any city and Greek mythology. You're like, what? So already it's got kind of a hook and people are already interested. But I know that nobody's heard of me necessarily, and nobody's heard of the show, so it's not like one of those, Les Miserables or In the Woods or a Neil Simon big laugh, gut buster funny show that everybody wants to be in. So I'm going to have to really sell it a little bit. And that's where the casting process starts months in advance, because we are already selling this show with the PR stuff that we are doing and building interest, so that when it comes time to cast it around, September-ish, maybe. When it comes time to, people have already heard of it, and they're already maybe excited about it. So it makes me think about what more can I be doing toward that. I figure as we get closer and closer to an audition date, maybe I'll start putting characters out there. We'll start introducing people to characters that are going to be in this play. And so the actresses, got to tell you, Trojan women, Real Housewives, it's going to be mostly chicks, guys. Sorry. And they're going to get really excited about it and interested. And so I will have a huge group to pull from, and it'll make my job that much harder, because then I have to decide. I guess really that's it. I mean, I could go on and on. Those of you who know me, I could go on and on. But I think I might hold it there, is that casting is an art, and you see the TV shows and the movies, and, it can be made or broken on the cast. I mean, and, in a little footnote, we've seen the movies that have an all-star studded cast, and it still bombs. So there is something to be said for the magic of a group, and something to be said for the coming together as talents to form this creative thing that is going to be put out there. You don't always need the biggest names or the brightest and best, but you need a good cast, and you need the cast that's going to gel together and work together and tell the story together that you're trying to tell. Ooh, that's good. I better stop it there. That was a good one. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, and keep watching our YouTube channel, Eclipse Theatre LA, Facebook, Eclipse Theatre LA, Instagram, Eclipse Theatre LA, and we're going to keep bringing some more entertaining stuff. All right. Take care out there, stay safe, and be kind to each other.